Here's the last thing. What the Saudis want, the Saudis obviously are going to get. This is an amazing thing that's happening not just in pro soccer, but a whole bunch of other places in pro sports. But this is a late breaking story.
Yeah, well, Mbappe getting big money here, 322 million.
He told Paris St Germain, where he played last year,
Mhm.
I'm not coming back.
Right.
Sell me. I want to go here. And out of the clear blue sky, here comes an offer early hours this morning from Saudi Arabia to play for Al Hilal. That's the same team that signed Cristiano Ronaldo last summer to that mega contract coming off the World Cup disappointment. They have offered 322 million transfer fee that will go to Paris St Germain. They've offered him a split contract. I was told it's 2 years, 720 million over 2 years. He would play 1 year in Saudi Arabia with Ronaldo and would have the option to take the rest of the money and then come back and play in Spain for Real Madrid. It's kind of a two-pronged deal. But the money, I mean, it blows the balance of
enormous
power away.
Yeah.
And I tried to go back and do a look at how many players, a chunk of them from the English Premier League, have taken Saudi money in the last 2 months and are going there. It's like 11 so far. I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal. I don't know how you're going to get it under control, because what Saudi Arabia wants, they're just going to buy. You know, we've talked about soccer, that they bought Newcastle United in the English Premier League, and they're spending up to the limit and then doing all this creative stuff to get guys to go to Newcastle. Bought a Formula One team. You know, they've invested in the NBA and the NHL and Sports Regional Network in Washington, D.C. The NFL and the NBA says, no, we're not going to have Saudi money come in and upset the balance of power in our league. But it's just whatever they want, they're going to get, as witnessed by what they're doing with Paris St Germain.
Well, I think this Saudi family owns Manchester City as well, you know, in the Premier League. But do you think this is a case where, okay, hey, these are just legitimate investors that want to have exposure in the sport? Or do you think this is an attempt by the Saudi regime to sort of whitewash maybe some of their track record on the political and national stage?
We saw the LIV, the golf situation, and everybody to a man has said blood money, sports washing. So I guess they got the money. I guess they can do what they wish with the money. Are they trying to curry global favor without changing how they treat their own citizens? And I don't have an answer for it, but this upsets the apple cart. I mean, the financial structure, if these guys can buy any player anytime in any sport and take them, what does it do to the rest of the sports? I don't have an answer for that, but I'm sure there's somebody out there that comes from Saudi ties that might have an opinion. And I know the average Joe Sixpack who watches our podcast, our Monday Bonus podcast, he's probably got an opinion too. So I'll just ask this question on Fans Forum: do you think this is good for the sport?
Yeah, it's a valid question. And if you're a player, I mean, you've got to make a tough decision. You know, are you going to take the money, or are you going to, you know, stand on some sort of moral high ground? They're in a tough spot. Now, has Mbappe taken the deal, or is he considering it?
He's considering it, but I think it's almost a lock, because they evidently Al Hilal, where Cristiano Ronaldo is, would allow him to do a split deal, play the first year in Saudi Arabia, then go play for Real Madrid.
Unbelievable. I mean, there's no one that even comes close to this on an annual contract value in any sport anywhere, right?
Well, they went after Lionel Messi.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you almost fell off the chair when I told you they offered him, I think at that point was maybe 326 million. And then days later, all of a sudden, he turned him down to do this multi-tiered deal to come to Inter Miami, Major League Soccer, with marketing side panel deals locked in. So it's stunning. And the fact that 11 guys from the English Premier League have already jumped to go to Saudi Arabia.
It's incredible. And what he's making, if he takes the deal, he'll be making almost double what the NFL salary cap is. I mean, that's just amazing.
Money talks, people walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, time for